Do you have sons?
I do not. I mean, I have her boyfriend who I raised for 5 years.
If you had a son, like if you had to choose between a woman who was a virgin versus and just like a normal gal, virgin girl, or like a woman who had prostituted in the past and she slept with like 300 men.
Brian, you're talking to the wrong person, because a virgin is going to be a whole cacophony of problems because she's never experienced anything and she hasn't begun to live her life. That is a woman.
Why does sex determine if she's lived her life?
Hold on. Even if
because my mother was one when she married my father, and I lived this.
Hold on,
No, you guys don't want to come at me with this stuff.
Hold on, but let's test it. Let's test it out. So, okay, I'm even willing to grant that it might be the case that a woman who's a virgin, maybe she doesn't have a lot of relationship experience, and because of this, maybe she makes certain mistakes in a relationship, whatever. Sure, maybe like a woman who does have past relationship experience might be better suited in some capacities. But the comparison here is between a virgin and a woman who previously was a prostitute and slept with 300 men. For your own son, would you tell him, if he had to choose between two women, date the prostitute or date the virgin? Who would you tell your son to date?
I have 2 words for you.
Answer the question first, then give me 2
Mary
words.
Magdalene.
What? Hold on. Okay, first off, that's fake news. She wasn't a prostitute. Secondly...
No, she listen to me.
Okay,
you
great.
are asking.
Wait, no,
you are asking something so
God.
completely. Brian, I answered the question.
No, you didn't answer
I
the
would
question.
never
You said
go
you-
for the virgin, because the virgin.
Wait, ask me a question. Ask me a question. Genghis Khan. Does that answer the
Brian,
question?
I answered the question. I said
didn't
I would
answer the
never
question.
go for the virgin. I would.
Mary Magdalene is a mute point because she intentionally changed her life. Right? She changed her life. She was this, and she stopped being this, and went to be this.
We're never,
right?
we're never going to
hold
agree.
on.
But
Hold on.
initially, we're
Stop.
talking about honesty. We are not talking about, like, yes, men are going to date sex workers. They're going to go to prostitutes. They're going to watch. They're going to do all of those things.
All of them. And if you think they're
100%.
not,
No, that's fucking bullshit.
I'm not saying they're not going to.
There's high virtue men that don't do any of that shit. Get that out of here. So anyways, back to this. Answer my question. Do you want your son to be with a
I already
prostitute?
answered this 3 times. The prostitute.
You'd prefer your son to be with a prostitute over the virgin?
I mean, you're asking a
All
sex worker that question, so like, of course she's going to say that. But the issue is
No,
not.
I'm not, because I
are
was
men
raised
gonna-
conservative Catholic.
Are men going to do that or not? The issue initially, what we started talking about, was the honesty.
Why roll your
in
eyes?
you
Isn't this
letting
what we're
them-
here for? Isn't this what we're doing?
You letting them know
Telling them
what they're getting into.
that you're a sex worker.
Watch out, she boxes.
At least eventually, when it gets serious, you
That's
should
the
tell
thing,
them.
is allowing
Again,
that man
I
to make
bring
an
a very
informed.
unique set of circumstances. My mother was a virgin when she married my father, and it didn't
Wait,
work
so
out well. My
wait.
father was known as the legendary Lothario. It did not work out well.
And that doesn't mean it's not going to for anybody else. Right. That's one testimony. That's one example.
It's my controlled experiment.
I want to ask the rest of the panel here. You have a son. He has a choice between 2 women. I know it's a hypothetical, whatever. Prostitute who's been with 300 men for work, or virgin girl. Which one do you pick? Starting with you. Your son. Who should he date? Who should he date?
Subjective.
It is subjective.
That's a very subjective question to me.
Okay, let's just assume they're let's say they're both good people. Former prostitute, whatever, both good people. Who should he date?
Still subjective. Like it depends.
Well, yeah, it's a hypothetical. I'm asking you to engage in the
depends
hypothetical.
on who my son is. It depends on who these girls are. Like to me,
He's
this
your
is-
son. That's who he is.
I don't matter. My son can be a fucking dick.
Autistic. He could be autistic.
Wait, so because he's a dick, then which one should he get because he's a
it
dick?
depends on his life. Whoever he's going to get along with more depends on his life experience. Like in my opinion, the question is very subjective. All of it's subjective.
Okay, is this subjective? Would you prefer your son date a woman who has severe mental illness, or a woman who's mentally stable?
Mentally stable, obviously.
But it's subjective. Hold on. What if it's subjective?
And that's true. What if my son's autistic? Then I don't want him being with anybody. Wait,
Wait, hold on. Whoa, that's a crazy take.
But it
It's not.
absolutely
Hold on.
depends.
It's not just.
Wait, hold on. Autistic people can
No,
find
my
love.
husband's
What?
autistic.
I'm
my
autistic. I should be able
14-year-old
to. What
daughter's
the fuck?
autistic. Clearly, you're autistic.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But
No, it's a superpower.
But-
Why would that be an insult?
my whole
Yeah, but she was saying if her son's autistic, she wouldn't want him to date somebody.
Okay.
What?
Wait, no. Like severely. That's my whole family.
Even severe autism, whatever. Who cares? They can find love.
They can't consent to sex. Severely autistic
love
people.
doesn't equal sex.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
They can't
Sex
consent.
does not
I'm
mean
not an
love.
expert.
Severely autistic
Well, I mean, sex
people.
means experience now, so.
Are they-
People
wait, hold
with
on,
Down
look.
syndrome have
I don't-
beautiful
hold on.
relationships.
I'm not an expert in autism,
How
so
the fuck did we get there?
Stop. I'm not an expert in autism or whatever. So like, is it actually the case that like you are so gone that you can't consent?
It's
If
a
that's the case, then
spectrum.
no.
It's a spectrum. You have
Okay, fine.
nonverbal down
Great,
to ADHD.
super extreme example. I'm prepared to make the claim that the majority of people who have diagnosed autism can consent to sex. Okay, next.
Well, no. Yes, that is very true.
Okay, great. That was an extreme.
Yes.
Fine. Okay, people who can't consent to sex shouldn't consent to sex. Next.
That's
Okay,
what it
great.
is. Yeah, but I do believe that a lot of these questions are subjective. So that's
Okay, who would you prefer your son with?
You're not gonna like my answer.
I don't want kids.
I'm on the same
prostitute?
side as her.
It's subjective? Okay,
Whoever's suited best. I don't think it makes a difference.
Who would you prefer your son with?
I think it really goes situation by situation.
you know,
Like who
you know
the woman
how
is, who the
engaging-
son
I do
is.
think that this can
Refuses
be
to
It
No,
depends. It's not like
hear
a
me out on
one size fits all type of thing.
I think that this can be summed up as none of us think that that plays a role in it. None of us think that's a positive or a negative part.
Wait. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you
That's
have
what we've been
any
doing.
preference towards like body count?
Me?
Like in a guy?
No.
Really? So you'll like, so a guy whose
I love when he gets
relationship,
excited.
you for a long-term are you monogamous?
Yes.
Okay, so for a long-term monogamous relationship, you wouldn't at all factor in, for example, a guy who is and was a fuckboy versus the guy who has a history of like 1, 2, or 3 long-term relationships.
A fuckboy is different than having a high body count. If he is like
You could be a fuckboy without a high body count.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
The high body count's probably worse.
No, that's my point. I wouldn't date a fuckboy, but I probably would date
Why
someone with a
not?
high
Wait,
body
why wouldn't you
count.
date a fuckboy?
Because the term fuckboy implies that they're not like treating
That they're
women well.
promiscuous?
No, I don't mind if they're having sex with a lot of women.
You can treat a woman well and be a fuckboy.
I don't know. I associate. Yeah, right. That term to me, like, it comes with being kind of a shitty person, right? I don't. Maybe we just have different ideas of the term. But yeah, my thing is, I don't care if someone slept with a lot of people, so long as they've been respectful, so long as they're kind, so long as they view women as humans. You know,
Okay,
I
so
don't really care.
It's subjective. What about you? Your son?
Girl.
I
The
feel-
prostitute or the virgin?
I feel like like what they said, it's pretty subjective, and it's also like
Oh
your
my God.
opinion.
All right.
Me personally,
Yeah. What? Okay. Well,
I would like my
Wait.
child.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me restart this. You're all right. It's totally subjective. It's totally subjective. You still didn't answer the question. Answer the question.
I answered it.
Yeah, you answered it. So if you had to pick one, I get that it's subjective. You're totally right. It's subjective. If you have to pick one, which one do you pick?
Can I skip a question?
No, you have to answer the question.
All right. The prostitute.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, the prostitute.
Okay. If you have to pick one,
304.
which do you pick?
The virgin.
All right, W. Okay, what about you? Tilt your mic down a little bit. Tilt your mic down. Just a teeny bit. Go ahead.
I'm going to pick the one that's safest and healthiest for him, which is the virgin.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, the virgin.
What about you?
The virgin.
What was in the majority? Prostitute, hooker. 304.
Popular doesn't mean right.
It was.
I said what was the majority. I didn't say popular.
Well, I'm the tiebreaker.
That would be
Virgin.
the majority. The majority would be the most popular. Whatever's the most popular would be
You
the
know,
majority. Like majority popular.
I am
that's what I mean.
super sad that this is coming off as neat little boxes because none of this fits into neat little boxes. And your moral high ground over there, I am really sorry to tell you that a lot of the people that you, I'm sure, find morally superior are probably my clients.
No. I did not say anything about moral superiority other than you should be honest about what somebody is getting into.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay, so that was my whole entire point is that if you are going to do sex work and engage in a relationship with someone,
I agree.
then you should disclose that to that person.
It can't
That
be
was my-
done straight out of the gates.
That
is what
was
I'm
my
saying.
whole entire
I agree
like
with you.
okay, first date, on the dating app or whatever. No,